Let me just start off by saying Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone who doesn't celebrate. Today we're talking about the best NFL players who played in other leagues. Football history loves clean stories, first round picks, immediate stars, Hall of Fame trajectory. But that's not how football actually works. Some of the best NFL players ever didn't arrive polished. They arrived overlooked, desperate, and playing games most fans weren't watching in leagues most people treated like footnotes. The CFL, the USFL, the UFL, and who could forget the XFL? These leagues weren't sidelines to their stories, they were turning points. This is the story of NFL greatness that had to take the long way around. Warren Moon didn't go to the CFL because he wanted to. He went because the NFL didn't want him. Coming out of Washington, Moon had everything you'd want in a quarterback: arm strength, accuracy, poise, and leadership. Oh, and a Rose Bowl win. But there was one problem the league refused to say out loud at the time. They didn't want a black quarterback running an NFL offense. Teams told Moon he could switch positions: receiver, defensive back, anything but quarterback. He refused. So he left the country. In Canada, Moon didn't just survive, he dominated. 5 Grey Cups, multiple MVPs, and he became the face of the CFL, running a pass-heavy offense years before the NFL fully embraced it. And when the NFL finally came calling, Moon didn't come back grateful, he came back ready. He became a 9-time Pro Bowler, threw for over 49,000 yards. He shattered the idea that quarterbacks had to fit a specific mold to succeed. The CFL didn't delay Warren Moon's greatness, it protected it until the NFL was ready to accept it. Kurt Warner's story sounds fake because it almost doesn't make sense. Undrafted, cut, stocking shelves at a grocery store. Warren didn't miss the NFL, he fell off football's map entirely. He played arena football where the field was smaller, the windows tighter, and the margin for error non-existent. Then he went to the NFL Europe, a league most fans barely noticed, but those leagues forced Warren to sharpen his greatest strength: processing speed. When he finally got his chance with the Rams, he wasn't raw, he wasn't overwhelmed, he was prepared in a way most quarterbacks never are. The greatest show on turf didn't happen by accident. Warner saw the field differently because he had to. He threw with anticipation because arena football demanded it. 2 MVPs, a Super Bowl ring, a Hall of Fame career. The NFL didn't save Kurt Warner, other leagues did. Before Steve Young became a legend in San Francisco, he was considered a disappointment. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers drafted him first overall and then immediately gave him nothing to work with. A bad roster, bad coaching, and a bad environment altogether. Young looked lost. The narrative formed quickly: talented but not tough enough. Then the USFL happened. Young went to the Los Angeles Express and became the highest paid player in football. More importantly, he learned to run an offense without fear. He developed confidence, rhythm, and command. When he returned to the NFL, he wasn't the same quarterback. He was smarter, calmer, and more decisive. And when he finally got his opportunity in San Francisco, he didn't just succeed, he replaced Joe Montana. That doesn't happen without growth, and that growth doesn't happen without the USFL. Jim Kelly didn't avoid the NFL, he challenged it. Drafted by the Buffalo Bills, Kelly wanted no part of playing in the cold weather. So he went to the USFL and joined the Houston Gamblers, where the offense was wide open and ahead of its time. Kelly threw constantly. He learned to process quickly, and he learned to lead in chaos. The USFL let him adjust and fail without punishment. When he finally joined the Bills, he brought that system with him. The K-Gun offense wasn't an accident, it was an evolution. 4 straight Super Bowl appearances. One of the most explosive offenses the league has ever seen. The USFL didn't distract Jim Kelly from greatness, it accelerated it. Doug Flutie was told he was too small, too short, too unconventional, and too risky. So he went north. In the CFL, Flutie became a phenomenon. He scrambled, he improvised, he turned broken plays into magic. Defenses couldn't account for him because he refused to play correctly. By the time the NFL welcomed him back, he wasn't trying to prove himself anymore. He was just him. Flutie never became a long-term NFL franchise quarterback, but he carved out a meaningful career because the CFL gave him permission to play freely. Sometimes greatness isn't about your dominance. Sometimes it's about your survival on your own terms. Cameron Wake didn't just get overlooked, he got cut, undrafted, released, and forgotten. And the CFL gave Wake something the NFL wouldn't: patience. In Canada, Wake learned how to rush the passer without elite help. He refined his technique, timing, counter moves, and he became dominant. When he returned to the NFL with Miami, he wasn't a project. He was ready. Pro Bowls, double-digit sack seasons, one of the most consistent edge rushers of his era. Wake didn't bloom late, he bloomed somewhere else first. Other leagues aren't shortcuts, they're proving grounds. They don't create greatness, they reveal it. Every player in this video didn't just play football somewhere else, they survived somewhere else. They learned who they were when no one was watching. And when the NFL finally paid attention, it wasn't because the players changed, it was because the league did. If there's a player you think that belongs in this conversation, drop their name in the comments. Because football history is bigger than one league. And if you want more stories told the right way, make sure you subscribe to 6 Past 6 Sports. And I wish you a Merry Christmas.